Yeah, I like to talk about because I got this package, as you see, two packages here, and that's I'm buying the books from Amazon, right? Okay, and yeah, I'm still buying the books through Amazon, and I don't know. It's like reading books is tremendously relaxing, tremendously fun to do. But of course, while doing that, you have to sit down and on the chair or whatever, and not moving your body and exercising, not exercising, which is like a, it's a little bit difficult because I understand that during the day, for example, you're better off not sitting down. You're always moving, and you're always moving your body, always standing, for example. And so reading books is kind of conflicting with that particular requirements. Therefore, it is kind of a struggling efforts to read books. But how nice it is to sit back and relax and read books. And the enjoyment of this is tremendous. I just started to read books by this Japanese author. And he's a young author who who became popular just I don't know, last 10 years or something. I think he originally got the Octagon Prize or something. I couldn't remember. Hisano, yeah, or something like that. And the name of the book is A Man, Aru Otoko, in Japanese. And this particular author, I didn't know anything until a week ago or so. I was cruising the internet and I found this particular movie film based on this book, Japanese film. I got a great review at Venice Film Festival this year, a couple of weeks ago, I think. And so that's a movie. And so I got curious and I found this one has an English translation. So I found that. And I bought that immediately, and I started to read, and it's enjoyable, very, very, I think, like a page turner type of thing. So, I also noticed that when I start to read, it is very Japanese sentiment. And one of the things that I really liked is that this particular story starts from the local area in Japan where I grew up. I was born there, I grew up there. So this particular story starts from there, which is wow, that's kind of interesting. And I got kind of hooked from there on. And it's about the person who probably impersonating other people, something like that. So uh, this particular author, the lawyers, I think, are trying to solve the mystery of this particular impersonator. And so I don't know. I just finished that reading about one third of it, maybe. And so I have no idea how this one is going to turn out. But at the same time, wow, how much fun it is to buy books even today and read them. And so I got these two books. So one of the book is Pride and Prejudice. I haven't read this particular book still, I watched the movie, then I watched the TV series or something like that, and so I know the whole things that yeah, pretty much, and I kind of postponing to read later or something like that, you know. But finally, I bought this because many people recommend this, so I gonna read this. The other book I was like cruising around, and about the book, you know, I found this book, uh, The Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. So this sounds, wow, you know, Hanya Yanagihara sounds like a Japanese name. Okay, so of course I became kind of interested in this. This is kind of a thick book, but like a, you know, makes the internet splash, I would say. But it is about hardship and a very sad story and tear-jerking stories or something like that. But you know, well, you know, I like to read this, so I bought these two books, and along with this uh, a man, the other books that I'm reading right now, and so yeah, it is kind of interesting that I still buy books, paper books, and I read that, and I that enjoyment, tremendous stress relief, and the tremendous enjoyment of while I'm reading, because I get transformed to the other world. And but as I said before, I think it's kind of a difficult to make some time to do so, because your life is very busy, right? I mean, there's always things you have to do, and always obligations and so forth. Even though I'm retired, I still get lots of obligation, like taking care of my grandkids or something like that, which is kind of a, yeah. Sometimes I feel like nice, because it is more or less like yeah, it's like a stimulation to your brain, and you get kind of a you know, have a communication skill with with you know, 2 years old kids and 3 years old kids, and that I think it's tremendously challenging, but I also enjoy it because the reaction, that the behavior of their uh, you know, expressing themselves is tremendously fun to watch, fun to interact. So I'm not complaining at all, and I enjoy that. But definitely, your personal time is taken away, and you lose your, especially the time for reading. In the exercise, I kind of sneak away, and I could do that for a couple of hours. I kind of manage doing that every couple of days, and so that's okay. But reading books become harder and harder because you know, time constraints of the other uh, time of the day. It is difficult. But anyway, I'm trying to read books, and I think one of the way to encourage yourself to read books is to buy books. I looked at my bookshelf, and yeah, I have a tremendously uh, miscellaneous, unorganized bookshelf, and lots of books is like you know, put in one shelf, and all kinds of different type of books. I have to organize it, but by looking at those books on the shelf, I feel like yeah, it is kind of a have an effect of soothing my soul, because sometimes I get to read this book. Sometimes I like to reread it again because I enjoyed it so much when I first read the book. And but mostly I wanted to read the book I never read before, and I have few of those, and accumulating even today, and mostly classic, and I like to read, but sometimes just like this I have no idea what's this about, but I tend to buy this, and yeah, it's interesting, such is the life of this particular retired person who are trying to be healthy and are trying to be active in mentally and physically, trying to get, try to ward off the Alzheimer's disease as much as possible, as much as you can, and but those things, who knows? I mean, yeah, it comes very quickly or it comes very gradually. I have no idea. But the only thing is to do is to enjoy your life. And just like I said before, I think today, if you can do that, I think that's a good thing. And so, yeah, I came down here for Labor Day and walking around this particular lake in my neighborhood. And this is like a nice, I would say, residential area lake where you can walk around this particular lake. And it's well maintained, very clean, and geese swimming. And so it's very, very nice. I should come here more often. But as you can see, there's not much trees. I really miss the trees that, trees along this trail. For example, I like to walk in the shady area, but mostly it's not that shady. But it's okay. I think I can live with that. Anyway, so today I'm kind of updating my life of my, you know, getting old day after retirement, and things you wanted to do and you try very hard to do, but you somehow have a difficulty sometimes, but that's okay. I think you are trying one day at a time, and I will update you. Okay, bye.